Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cosplay Tea Time. We hope you are having a very good start to your year, and we thank you for watching our very first episode for 2022. My name is Jen. I'll be your host for today. I started cosplaying about 2 years ago as Nora Valkyrie. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube under the username Jen_Cosplays45. I'm also joined by our guest, and we'll start with down here.
Hi, I'm Yui. You can find me on Instagram as YuiU_. I've been cosplaying for 5 years, 6 maybe. I can't remember exactly. And my first cosplay was Saber, Fate Stay Night.
I am Springy. You can find me on the Skeleton Man 1123 because I had to change it for work reasons. Or on Demon Interviews, my own show. My first cosplay was the puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Hi, my name is BelladonnaRose, aka BelladonnaRoseCosplays. You can actually find me on YouTube and TikTok. On that fun jazz, just wherever you find my link tree. Yeah, definitely. I've actually been cosplaying for 4 years, and I've had kind of an interesting time cosplaying, but oh my gosh, I love it.
Hi, I'm Mary Otrembiak. My TikTok is Princess Poofy. My Instagram is Princess Poofy12. And my first cosplay has something to do with that. My first cosplay was Pam Poofy from Archer. That was my first official one. I've been doing it for, I guess, about 7 years. Because
I'm Chloe, and my Instagram handle is NCRRanger23, and TikTok and YouTube are C231996. I've also been cosplaying for 7 years because we went to the same convention together. My first cosplay was as Sterling Archer from Archer.
That's so exciting. Well, I am so glad to have you all here, our returning tea sippers and our guest. I am just so humbled and grateful for you all to be here. So we want to first do a little round of Cosplay Tea Time icebreakers just to get to know one another. So we'll start with the first one. We talked about our first cosplays, but I'm wondering, what are some of y'all's favorite cosplays that you have done?
So my favorite cosplays, I think it's pretty hard to choose because I like all of them pretty equally. I'd say our Kana Kamui from Dragon Maid, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and Ayaka Kamisaki from Genshin Impact.
I think right now, because I'm trying to change my answer every single time, I'm going to be trying to do Ben 10. I finally got this 3D printed all done. Fits me. So yeah, I'm excited for that, and that's my favorite one right now.
So, my favorite cosplay actually, definitely, I actually have two, but my first one is definitely Ruby Rose from RWBY Ruby, because she has been the most popular character that I've cosplayed, and a lot of people really relate to her. And I kind of just play her very, very well. Of course, I'm not dressed as her now. I'm like emo / K-pop star, whatever. But yeah, she's like one of my favorites that I've cosplayed just because the interactions that I've got. And then one that I'm working on now, the series is not so popular now because it's died down. But Zoe from the Anna Blue comics, I'm actually working on her right now, and I'm so excited. I'm very excited.
I think my favorite definitely has to be Kiki from the Studio Ghibli movie Kiki's Delivery Service. I've done her a couple of times. There are pictures of me on social media as her, and I absolutely loved it because one, I just felt adorable, and two, I've had at events, I've had little girls come up to me and want pictures and want to talk to me and stuff like that, and I get to sound like a 13-year-old, so I tend to talk kind of like this. And that's been my favorite movie since I was 6. So
My favorite cosplay, hands down, has to be my May Marigold cosplay,
Yep.
also from Ruby as well. I've had a lot of interaction with it. I love the character and what she represents and what the voice actress for her represents. And I can't actually wait to preview it actually at my first convention since all of this panorama started.
I'll be at the same convention as Blake Belladonna, so yeah.
I love that. So sweet. I'm gonna round out the Ruby crew and say that my favorite cosplay I've done so far is Nora Valkyrie, the Atlas edition. That was my first time actually sewing and putting it all together. So she's something, someone I can just cosplay and feel confident in, which is something really, really good about cosplaying. So, kind of also curious as to what anime shows have we been watching recently. If we've been watching anime. It could be another show too, like something Netflix or Hulu or whatever else is out there. I always forget.
So recently I actually finished watching Rent a Girlfriend, which is the anime the character I'm cosplaying as is from. Actually, I don't really watch that much anime. I read more, but I did finish watching last month Seraph of the End on Crunchyroll. I recommend it. It's one of the best animes.
Awesome. Well, recently I've been actually being able to watch it and know what they're saying. Kamen Rider 01. And yeah, I've been enjoying that very much. I'm almost done, and then I get to watch the movie of it. Yay!
Uh-oh.
I was excited.
You could.
So, a show that two shows actually that I recently have watched and have loved to death. The first one is called The Good Place. It's not really like an anime. It's more of just it's so funny. It's more of just one of those shows based on a little bit of religion stuff, like that comedian aspect where the girl accidentally goes to bad place and she thinks that she goes to the good place, and they go through all of these loops to figure out how to finally get everybody into a good place, the actual good place, because life is complicated. That's the summed up version of it. And then Arcane. A lot of people have said that Arcane is very, very good. I recently just restarted it with my mom, and she was just like, I don't like it because it doesn't have much romance, and I'm like, well, you'll get there. So who knows, maybe we might pick it back up again. But that's actually a show I would definitely watch over and over and over again. And also, it has actually inspired me to put Jinx on my cosplay list. Yeah.
Really the only anime that at least I've watched recently, we sort of in one day watched all of Cowboy Bebop. That's what I've watched really recently, good. But I have been re-binging Criminal Minds just because I can't get SVU anywhere. So my second favorite will have to do. I mean, that's the only thing I'm thinking of. What about you?
I've been, Cowboy Bebop was, we binged it in a day and a half, start to finish throughout it all. Yeah, even the movie and everything.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I've been rewatching a lot of episodes of Game Changer.
Yeah,
it's this game show where the game is literally different every single time. The people don't know what they're playing until they're actually playing it. It's great fun.
If any of you are familiar with what used to be called College Humor, it's now called Dropout, and it's on that network. They have their own network and app and everything.
Yeah, it's fantastic. They have a few episodes for on YouTube. Definitely recommend them. They're hilarious.
Freaking funny.
I'm gonna go check it out. So, sounds really interesting. A lot of good shows.
It's fun, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think the only thing new that's come out recently, it's called My Dress Up Darling. It's on Crunchyroll, and it's about like cosplaying. Like it's a show about cosplaying. He's trying to help her like create a cosplay from scratch, which if anybody's done, it's a complete nightmare when you first start out. We'll have more on that later this year. But yeah, just like watching it, and there's like moments where it's like I can relate to that. I think I've said that before, so it's one of those crazy shows. But you know, it comes out once a week, so in between that time, I've been catching up on Fairy Tail, like the 300 some episodes, and I'm on episode like 116 or something, like barely in the door. But hey, it's something to occupy the time. So as most of us know, we're Cosplay Tea Time. We're a bunch of cosplayers here. So I'm kind of curious, you know, what's one of your favorite things about cosplaying?
I think one of my favorite things about cosplaying is actually the whole process of making the costume. From the initial like planning stages, with sketching out everything, to the realization of the project, like sewing everything and actually trying it on like all together for the first time. I really like that like initial feeling of being a character. It's pretty difficult to explain. Like, I'm really bad with words, but yeah, I also just really love the whole experience of cons and other people being so excited to see someone cosplaying as like a beloved character.
Well, something that I love about cosplay is that I get to become characters that I've idolized for years and most of my life, like Spider-Man, the Green Ranger. I'm pointing at things that aren't on camera. Recently gonna be doing Ben 10. Again, all things off camera. But yeah, I that's something I love about it. I can be characters who aren't real and pretend, pretty much.
So, sorry, what was the question again?
Oh, you're good. It's
like,
oh, it's okay. It's what's one favorite thing about cosplaying?
oh, okay. So my favorite thing. Oh my gosh, there's so many of my favorite things about just the whole thing. But I would actually say like the one thing that I love about cosplay is that just the interaction you get with like different people. Like you're gonna experience people who have their opinions about cosplay, about this and that. Some people they won't really understand it, and some people they will understand it. And then for those who are actually want to start cosplaying and getting into it, but they feel like they don't have somebody to rely on or teach them how to. I actually starting out cosplaying, I never had somebody who started teaching me like the basics and everything, and I had to figure it out myself. But relating off to what I'm saying is that one of my friends are actually starting cosplay, and I actually decided to be an opportunity to teach her, things that she should know, and just not really worry about like much of anything, but also kind of just like be excited and be aware and just always be like everywhere and stuff. And like if there are people who are just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, like definitely go talk to them. Like don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
My favorite thing, I guess it just kind of started off because I was a theater nerd growing up. My parents were both actors, and really, like, I didn't know the word for it until we like got together. Like, I knew it was a thing that people like did, but like I didn't really think much of it. And then we started dating, and she showed me the show Archer, and I said, what if we put together like a couple's costume? And that's just sort of, so I think its versatility is one of my favorite parts. Like, you can literally cosplay anything or anybody, and again, like Bella said, people may not understand, but it's a lot of fun, and you get to act outside of like a theater or a movie.
I'm not trying to rehash the same answers,
Oh, you're good.
but I love like feeling the embodiment of a character, the little bit of escapism that it provides, that like, oh, hey, look, I'm dressed as X or Y or whatever. And going to a con in it is then seeing someone run up to you and like, oh my god, you're such, I love it. It's an otherworldly feeling that it's phenomenal. And again, just dressing up as your favorite character for a day, even for an hour or two, photo shoots or whatever, it's awesome. It's great.
It's, yeah, and I definitely think everybody else took my answers. No kidding. But yeah, it's just something to feel, to experiment, to enjoy. Hopefully when this whole pandemic's over, we get to go meet other folks and hear like, oh, you did such a great job. I love your cosplay or character of so and so, and all that. So looking forward to that day. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in to our viewers out there who might be watching for the first time. We welcome you. If you're tuning into our lovely Tea Time hour, Cosplay Tea Time is a place where cosplayers of any and all fandoms can join. You're just taking a moment to sit, to enjoy like a beverage or a snack while we talk about, cosplay topics, while we talk about, maybe like not so much cosplay, but maybe it's about sewing, mental health. We have some topics coming up. We have a video somewhere out there with that. So how do you join the Cosplay Tea Time podcast? Hopefully messages on Instagram now work, crossing my fingers. But, there is instructions in our little bio on Instagram, which you should totally go check out and follow and support us. We would greatly appreciate it. So, just see that, see if there's somebody you can message or something like that, and we'll get you squared away. We'll get you right on in here. So, but yes, we just are really, really appreciative of everyone who supported us, this past year, and even as we continue our Cosplay Tea Time podcast series. And be sure to follow us on YouTube and Instagram. So now we jump into the fun part. As you can tell by the title and by everybody dressed up all cutesy and pink and red and whatnot, that we are talking about Valentine's Day, which is a romantic, taking time to express love and fondness for others or even yourself. Show some self-love. So I have a couple questions, get to know our people better. So here we go. First one being, what is your favorite chocolate and or candy? Because I know some people aren't particular with chocolate, so candy counts in this context too.
It's hard to choose a favorite. I like chocolate, milk chocolate specifically. I love sweet things. I love chocolate and strawberry mixed together. I can't remember the exact name right now, but there's a Japanese store and they sell these chocolates and they're so good. The bottom half is strawberry and the top half is chocolate. And they're like a very airy consistency and they're just amazing.
Well, my favorite thing is sour gummies. Not sponsored. It's on my hand right here. It's not sponsored, but I love me some sour gummies. Please, always. But but yeah, I love me some sour gummies. Or some Reese's peanut butter cups. I mean, those are really good. Or peanut butter cups. Oh no, I said a brand again. Yeah.
That's my turn. Okay. I'm always losing track. I don't know why. What is up with me today?
You're fine.
My favorite, like candy or like chocolate is like, it's kind of between like, gummy bears and chocolate and stuff. I like dark chocolate a lot. I kind of grew out of liking milk chocolate. Like when I was a kid, I liked it. But I know like whenever I go to Michigan for the summertime, like the one candy I will absolutely like binge on is they're from the store. They're called Cherry Republic, and they are cherry Sour Patches. You can get them in like a small pack or a big pack, and oh, they're so good.
Chloe can tell you I'm definitely more of a chocolate fan. So anything Reese's related, again, don't know if I can actually say that, but anything. So whether that's the cups, pieces, like just about anything related to that brand, I will devour. I also like a good bag of gummy bears every now and then, but 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna pick something chocolate, particularly that brand.
Yeah, I gotta say my favorite is probably either Skittles or Sour Patch Kids, or any kind of like sour things like that. The orange one's always the best, just my personal opinion. By that, just wanted to put that out there.
But when it comes to chocolate, though, you love Ferrero Rocher.
Oh yes, of course.
Is that like those truffly things?
Yeah, they're like the
hazelnut.
balls with the hazelnut around it. They're great, but yeah, they're kind of expensive every once in a
Yeah, they
while.
are a little.
I prefer those kinds.
I was gonna say, so I get them
special occasions and
yeah,
such.
I get them for you every now and then.
It's gonna be such a mix of candy, like chocolate, sour, hard candies. Like, I love it. So, so yes, all the different sweets you get to eat during the Valentine's Day season. I'm still stuck on Christmas, Valentine's Day, but but I'm off. I know, right? But we are here and we are dressed in our little cosplay outfits. So I'm wondering, what inspired your cosplay look for the day?
So when I heard the theme Valentine's, I was actually quite confused. I didn't know exactly what to wear because I didn't remember any character that was from a romance anime. And it just came to my head one day, like, I should cosplay Sumi, Sakurazawa from Rent a Girlfriend. The color palette kind of is red, pink, that kind of Valentine's color. And it's a romance anime, so it all fits pretty well in the theme. And she's my next cosplay that I'm going to be doing, so it's a good way to debut it.
Well, mine is I looked for a red shirt. I'm wearing a red Spider-Man shirt on backwards. I promise you it is red, not neon orange. I have a black and red cape I have on with the red on the outside. And I borrowed this wig. The only thing that's not red looks red. Fun days. And
We got this.
I'm learning today. I dislike long wigs. I learned that before, and now I'm relearning it. Sometimes you gotta relearn some things.
True.
I say, as long as you're learning something, then you're already going and getting them. So,
Yeah. Alright, Bella.
okay, can I show off a little bit more of my outfit? Is that okay?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay. This just helps with me with the presentation explaining stuff. Also because I'm everywhere. So, I really like to dance a lot, and in high school I used to be emo and stuff, and I actually celebrated December 2021 National Emo Day, and I put extensions in my Rose wig. But I had been studying a lot of K-pop stuff, and I had been kind of getting inspired to do some ideas where on my YouTube channel I could make dance videos and stuff, whether I'm in cosplay or I'm like this, or I'm wearing what my online self would wear. But basically what I did is, so I'm somebody who doesn't really have much of the clothes from the industry, so I kind of just put stuff together. This is just made of 3 bandanas, bandana, high socks I have, and then this is just a normal flannel that I have, and
Make it all come together.
I use almost every year, and then I have a guitar on stuff, and I was inspired to do sort of an emo girl x K-pop star sort of thing. And when I put it on this morning, when I was getting ready, I was I'm not sure this is gonna work. And then when I put the wig on, I'm oh my gosh, it works. I'm walking down the hallway, and my friend she and I we meet up with my boyfriend on the call, and my boyfriend's stunned out. She's oh my gosh, you look so good. It's yeah. Basically, kind of like my whole inspiration. I just like put it together. I've always wanted to do like a emo girl X with like K-pop star thing.
Yeah, it's working. It's rocking.
Like dressed a lot, so.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Bella, for sharing that. So, and then we have Mary.
I'm just wearing pink. I mean, pink just happens to be my favorite color. And I really don't wear a whole lot of makeup anyway, like 9 times out of 10. One, I usually just don't have time, especially with masks. But and I never really get to wear this flower crown anymore. So yeah, we're not in cosplay, but we did just want to look cute. So
mine is just like a more of a retro kind of dress that I've got on, and I just was like, hey, my hair's kind of punkish, so I'll just put on my black lipstick and just go out, you know.
Everyone looks fabulous and everything. So I feel bad because I'm actually like cosplaying like a character AU type of thing. So this is Nora Valkyrie, like the Nora wig, her skirt from Volume 4, and then just found like a pink sweater at a thrift store and just found like some cute accessories and was like, yeah, we're doing cute Nora again this year. So, but yes, we have all of that going on. So now that we're all ready and look our best and whatnot, what would the best Valentine's date, or just like maybe even a day, include?
For me, I've actually never been on a date, but I've like fantasized so much about what the ideal date would be. And I'd say probably visiting like an aquarium. Or maybe just like the movies and seeing a really long movie that seems to last longer than it probably should. Like, you know, those experiences that make things like.
Well, mine kind of goes into the same type of realm because I have also not gone on any sort of dates ever. Would just be dinner, movie. I feel like that's a solid. In my opinion, that's a solid date. In my opinion, you know.
Oh no. You okay?
Yeah, I'm laughing so hard because it's my turn and I'm trying to like not talk with my mouth full.
You keep taking bites to eat at the worst possible moments, like right before you talk.
I have to like pace it down. I'm so excited around food. I'm Armenian. We're like that. So, like we love food that much. Anyway, so my perfect date idea for the day of love would I don't know, definitely be thinking about like if it was just me and my boy or just me and my friends. I know if it was like me and my friends, you would definitely like get in cosplay and like make a whole like mayhem of it like around the mall of like Valentine's Day and stuff, and maybe like do videos and ask people like Valentine's Day questions, maybe like play some pranks in the mall or something. Like that's my idea for like spending time with like friends in cosplay on Valentine's Day. Or before Valentine's Day is to post it on Valentine's Day. Think of it, Rosanna. My name's not really Rosanna, that just came out. But if it was just like, I know if it was just like me and my boyfriend or something, I don't really know. Maybe like a movie night if it was like socially distanced, or if we were together, maybe go to the movies, or maybe like go to the park or something, or maybe go to the beach. I love the ocean, like honestly, I love it. I kind of something like that. Or maybe if like we just didn't know what to do, he would probably just get me mangoes. So I love mangoes.
Yeah, love it.
Oh God! All right, let's see. So for 7 years, it'll be 7 years for us in April, and we've never done the same thing twice. I'm trying to think. We don't really do like a whole lot. But I guess This year we're going to a local tea room and having a tea party. A couple's tea party. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be fun. I was gonna say maybe like we have done like nice dinners before with like a couple of presents, not a whole lot, but a few.
But it's the company that matters, really. Like honestly, anything I do with her on Valentine's Day would be enough for me.
Yeah.
Would be good for me.
That's about the
like even if it's just sitting at home watching a movie or something, or going out to eat anywhere or anything. Just want to spend time with her, and that's what the day is all about. You know?
Exactly.
Dating.
Yeah, you two are like relationship goals over here. I just love you two so much. Yeah. For sure. So, I'm trying to think. Best Valentine's Day or dates. Because we haven't really had time. Because it's hard, especially during like weekdays. Like, I think this year it falls on like a Monday or something. So, I'm thinking like maybe the day before.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so sorry, Jen, but like,
It's okay.
me and my friend, we were talking about it, and like, it's the day after the Super Bowl, so I don't really think it's gonna be like that exciting for like the whole set, like love the Super Bowl stuff.
Right.
So
I forgot about the Super Bowl.
Guys, just get out there.
Yeah, so, but I'm thinking like the day before we might make like our favorite meal together. Usually it's tacos. It's something spicy because we both love spicy food. And then,
Sorry. You continue. Chloe's telling me to stop.
Oh, you're good. But yeah, we'll probably do that, and then like everyone's been saying, either a movie or we've been playing a game together, like House of Ashes. I don't know if anyone's familiar, but it's like a scary game. So we'll hook that up to the TV, and he'll try to count how many times I jump scare so easily. So it's like it's more of a game for him. So, but what were you saying, Mary? Before I ask the next one.
It was kind of dumb. One, I know how easily you jump scare. I've played Among Us with you. Two, I thought about wearing it today. It's one of my favorite shirts. She actually got it for me a couple of years ago. It's just red and it says "Tacos are my Valentine." I was like, now that's not the most accurate thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
Good lord.
So true.
Like,
Unfortunately, we couldn't find it today. It's buried somewhere in the stuff we packed up to move already.
Because we're moving.
Hi, moving. So much excitement. Awesome.
Top instead.
Yeah, it's excellent. Maybe Cinder has the shirt somewhere. It's like kitty tacos. He knows where it's at.
Cinder did not steal your shirt. She did. I'm going after it. I'm getting your shirt back for you.
Yeah. Aw.
Here, Cinder. Granny's gonna swing.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so as well as receiving chocolates or candy, we also have cards. So I'm wondering, probably going to pull from memory lane here. Has there been a time where you've received like a really cool Valentine's Day card? Or you've even made a Valentine's Day card?
I've actually never made or received a Valentine's Day card. Never in my life. So I think it's just like, and I'm like a pretty romantic person. I love romance and stuff, but I've never felt like the attraction to someone to write a card. I've also never received a card. I guess where I'm from, I guess it's not just a big celebration. I know in America there's more celebration. There's a whole aisle just for dedicated to Valentine's. Here, it's not really a thing that's celebrated.
I don't think I've ever done anything with a card. I know I got a girl a balloon once. It was like one of those giant ones, and then she rejected it. So yeah, that was my day that year. And then me and my friend went behind the school and popped it. And that's why I wear black on Valentine's Day.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's not my worst story, but that's half the thing.
You wear
Anywho,
made it so depressing.
And now, hopefully, Bella can bring the happiness back.
I'm gonna need like 5 mangoes. Mangoes are good for you. They're fruit. You can't have mangoes when you're allergic. I feel for you.
Don't be sad. What about you, Bella? Made a card, received a card.
I know I'm very crappy. I can't remember if like I made or received a card that like really cool, because my memory is just not that great. But I actually have like a really good idea for one. And it's like BTS themed, because I know how much my boyfriend loves BTS. I know how much I like to like learn their choreography and stuff. Like, oh my gosh, some of their choreography is so cool.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. Take it away, Mary. Sorry.
Transition.
I was gonna say, I'm sure I've sent and made really cool cards before, just because I like, making stuff like that. I don't think I've ever like received anything like super cool, but actually on this shelf here, if you want to grab them and pull them down, both of so we have 2 little bears here. This one was attached to a rose that she gave me a few years ago, and then there's the other one. He's up there. Okay, he's all the way up there. But, he's red, and he says, "I love you too." And I gave her that one last year. So, but yeah.
The sweetest one I've ever received was from her. I think it was either last year or the year before that. But I just come out. I just started using my new name, and it was the first time she'd ever put my real name on a card, and it was the sweetest thing. She wrote a little note on it. It was so cute. I literally cried when I read it.
I'm like near tears. My gosh, that's so beautiful.
So heartwarming.
I guess this is all I've made so far. I tried to craft yesterday when it was snowing, just like, like a little bit of extra lace and the pink and the red and stuff. So, but yeah, I do have a new mission. I'm gonna start sending out Valentine's cards to everybody, so everybody feels the love this time of year. So we can talk more later in the Discord chat. So
just don't get Springy any more balloons.
No balloons for you.
Oh.
No balloons for me.
Like he might float away.
Like an up.
Oh yes, no balloons for me. That'll bring up bad memories. I'm just gonna.
Alrighty, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Let's say that your fictional character comes to this world, to this reality, if you will. Which character would it be, and what would you all do for the day, for Valentine's Day?
That's really, really hard to choose. I have so many anime crushes, but I'd say maybe Michaela from Seraph of the End, and again, like we could probably just like nice dinner, like visiting an aquarium or something. Sounds really, really nice to me.
Oh, okay. So hear me out on this for 1 second. Just gonna. So for a Valentine's Day person I bring into this world, I bring Jean Arc. Now let me explain why. I would sit him down for a good 10 minutes and just explain to him that he is so dense.
Truly dense, yes.
Just explain to him. And make him watch these interactions he had to go through. Just make him watch it. And be like, obviously like pre-volume 3 nonsense, obviously, but you know, but just
Bella,
to
are you
show,
okay?
just have the whole day just to go through that. So get
God.
through it. I think we need the day to just make it click in his head.
You just need a PowerPoint presentation of here's where you messed up. Here's where this has happened. Obvious signs here, you know.
You see here in your problem area. This is, and then in the not so problem area. And I cosplay Jean, so I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
She's right there.
Listen, you.
Pretty much. Like he just like appears. I walk up to him. I just smack him.
You know, maybe he would listen coming from like himself, coming from like someone as him. Maybe he'd listen.
Yes, and like the future armor too. Be like, I am you from the future. You dense. I do it with the foam sword I have.
Oh,
Butterfly effect
Oh.
changes the whole
Oh, that
future.
was good.
Yes, that is how this should happen.
Oh.
And that is the end of my turn.
Sorry, I
Oh.
forgot the question again.
It's okay. I know. We had that wonderful moment. So the question is, which fictional character would you ask on a Valentine's Day, and what would you all do?
Okay. I'm kind of scared to answer this one because there are like many I would. Also, I don't want to like squirrel off into like many things. So, hold on. You know what? Let's just make let's just turn my friends into fictional characters and then back into us. I think with me and my friend Liv, we would definitely like same thing with them all. We would go up to people and we would ask them if they have like the pestilence, and then we would like try and cure them for like this crazy shit. So. Just as a plague doctor, and
Hopefully not
oh
the
my
character
gosh.
speaking of.
So funny.
Ooh.
Oh god.
I'm like, my mind is just like everywhere right now.
Oh, you're good.
It's gotta be Amaya from the Dragon Prince.
It's gonna be from Maya.
Because one, I know sign language, so like I'd be one of the few to like actually understand her. So like I think we would go to like a public place and just like silently judge people that like walk by. Like we'd just be like,
Oh.
I love that. Oh gosh.
I just said something dirty.
Oh. Oh.
No, she didn't. I know a little bit of sign, and that wasn't a curse. I know some of the curse words. That's all I cared to learn.
Well, and the emergency. So.
Yeah. For work.
Yeah. Alright.
I'd have to pick May Marigold again. Just love her character as well. I feel like we would just have a nice dinner date and then just go around kicking butt and you know, probably do crime. Who knows? Be gay, do crime. You know.
Partners in crime.
Yeah.
I
kind I'm really praying for that, but anyway, conversation for another time. But it's so funny, Springy, because I was gonna bring up Jean arc since I simp him, and you're gonna take him from me and give him like, hey, like I'm a big Arcos fan, and I want to make sure this happens, and I'm over here like, what about me? Like,
maybe
how dare you?
take him after the presentation.
I'll be like, come with me. I'll show you a fun time. Let's go. But yeah.
It's a two-part presentation of what's going on.
Then you cosplay Peter, right? And he cosplays John. You guys can meet up and do some Arco skits. Bring on the
God.
Oh gosh. Yes.
I'm pretty sure my whole entire life, right? I was like hearing you scream right now.
Oh gosh. You're good. Okay. But yeah, we'd probably go to the movies because I know he's a big movie guy, and then like a nice dinner, and then maybe like some dancing and show off dance moves. So yeah, I treat Jean right, like some people out here. I don't know. Anywho.
Yeah, I was trying to change the future here.
Okay, kidding.
Why do you like that?
Oh gosh. Anywho, so we've done cards, chocolates, and dates, but we also have flowers. Okay, flower powers. So, what are everyone's thoughts about receiving flowers, especially around like this time of year? And do you have like a favorite type of flower you like to receive? Thoughts?
So, my favorite type of flowers is always roses. I always said that they're my favorite kind of flower. And if anyone were to give me flowers, I'd love to receive roses. Yeah, that's all I can really think of. I actually got one once for winning a contest, and it like died within 3 days, so I can't really keep flowers that well. But I love them. I love like the whole aesthetic of having flowers. They just look really like beautiful.
Well, I've never thought about receiving flowers, but I have given them before. Because I'll just give you the short version of the story. I was in a cooking class with 3 other girls. They're all my friends, not girlfriends, just friends, and other people were there, obviously. And the teacher was talking about making flowers with frosting, and asked who gotten flowers before, like being like, you obviously like you girls must have gotten flowers before, right? And like the whole class were like, no. I'm like, I'm going to solve that for my 3 friends. So I don't remember. I don't think it was on Valentine's Day, but it was just spur of the moment. I got like 3 they're like small bouquets of flowers. I think they're like yellow roses or something. I gave them to each of them, and I'm like, well, now you can cross that off the bucket list. Ironically, one of them was the one who rejected my balloon 2 years prior.
Oh.
She didn't reject the flowers though. Anywho, let's carry on.
The flowers? I don't want your relationship. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Bella.
Right?
Bella, flowers.
Oh, okay, flowers. I'm like opening up my favorite food right now. So I think the flower that I would like love the most. I'm gonna stop opening this so I don't cut myself on camera. Pretty naughty. Is roses and like the lavender. Like, is that considered a flower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lavender. I like to smell lavender a lot because it helps me with like panic disorder. I do a lot to make sure I don't have like a panic attack. So I'm good today. You know what? Yeah. So lavender and roses. I really love like roses, and I really love actually just like the whole variety of roses. And honestly, if you just got me like flowers, I would just be like, thank you, and just any flower, I would like accept. But I would like rave in my mind over like lavender and roses, and plus I'd be smelling them all the time too. So yeah.
I love getting flowers. As you can tell by my crown, I like roses. Preferably pink or red, but again, any sort of rose I will accept. I've definitely received flowers for a lot of things. Again, theater, previous partners, current partner. My father used to bring me flowers sometimes. So yeah, I love flowers. We just can't have a whole lot right now because of our cat. So
Yes.
He eats them way
yeah.
too much.
Yeah,
And
not
he
good.
can't. And they're not good for cat.
Adorable, but quite the handful.
Yeah.
Of course, that might
And-
be
Yeah. Not to be repetitive, but I think I'm probably the same like everyone. My favorite flower is roses, but honestly, like I haven't received a lot of flowers and everything throughout my years, and like I've gotten like once or twice from you, but I don't know. It's just not the way I don't really care too much when I do receive them. It's just like, oh, it's just it looks nice for a day, but then it starts to die, and it's like,
Take care of it.
I brought you just like a variety bouquet one time.
Yeah,
But yeah, when we get married, we'd like fake flowers.
That way, especially like our little bouquets that we hold, so that way we can keep them.
Good plan.
And they're cheaper too.
Yeah,
they are.
Cheaper.
Can you really? So I'm actually gonna be the opposite. And say that cherry blossoms are actually my favorite. Like I have like little stickers. I love the lotion and stuff. So I like how they look in the spring. It's just really refreshing, and they're pink and cute. So
those are beautiful trees. Really.
My gosh, the Michigan orchard where like they grow cherries. You'd love to go there whenever the flowers spring and stuff. You'd love it.
I gotta go.
Hey, you might even like get some cosplay photos out there too.
Oh yeah, always looking for a good place for a photo shoot. So, just a couple more questions for our guest and tea sippers. So we have, what is your favorite love song?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know any love songs, so
it's okay.
I don't have a favorite. Sorry.
It's okay. Springy.
Okay. So, if you know the song, cool. I'm trying to think if I should say it or not. I'm trying to make sure it's the right one too. I write sins, not tragedies. That's my favorite love song right there.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, the music video's in a church, so that's during a wedding. So
it talks about weddings.
It talks about weddings. But yeah, that. But I do have to bounce now, so I will talk to you guys later.
Bye, Springy. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Springy, we don't want you to go, but you gotta.
I know.
Thanks, Anne.
I give you a hug from afar.
Oh, screen got big.
Oh, I was gonna give him a hug from afar.
Oh,
There's
the
a
hug
real
up there.
tragedy right there.
All right, Bella, favorite love song.
Okay, favorite love song. I've been actually like listening to like a lot of K. Well, I do listen to a lot of K-pop. Not gonna lie. But I really like the love song. Well, it's kind of a love song, but it's kind of like so of course there's like some by BTS, but this one is from TXT. It's called Loser Equals Lover. It's kind of about how there's this guy who does something wrong in order to provide for his girlfriend because she lost her job, and then she's like, no, this is wrong, and then it's like, like it just tells like different stories in the musical video too, and it's like very well done. So, yeah. And that's make a live cat story.
So there's actually quite a few, but as of recently, our favorite movie right now is Encanto, and so Dos Oroquitas, like I like am learning the lyrics so I can sing it to her because I also speak Spanish and she does not. So like when we first saw that scene, we only watched it for the first time a week ago and we're already obsessed. And so when we first saw that, we were both just like, oh my gosh, this is like the most beautiful scene we've ever seen in our lives. This is incredible. So that's definitely up there. And then, there's a couple more, but that's the most relevant right now.
One I recently came across that made me laugh as well. It was kind of funny. It was called "Wish You Were Gay." It's basically about this friend that is in love with her best friend, but she's dating some guy that she doesn't really like, but she just wishes. It's about like all the things that she would do if she was gay and in a relationship with her.
Yeah.
It's real fun.
I'm gonna have to look that up later because I'm curious. So
yeah, the music video is really fun because it has two perspectives: one where that is true and one where it's not. And it's like split down the middle. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, I'm so curious. So we have music and whatnot. Whenever I think of love song, I think of that one song. Like I think it's by Sarah Bareilles or something.
Oh, love song.
Yeah, like it's like literally a love song, but mostly I just listen to like melodic dubstep, and some of it's kind of romantic. I don't know if people are familiar with melodic dubstep, but it's got like a romantic feel. It's just very chill and laid back, so it's kind of we've been listening to. So we have one more question for you all this evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is. And that is, what are some of your favorite Valentine's Day movie or even anime moments of Valentine's Day?
Again, I don't really watch any like Valentine's movies or anything that I can remember very clearly right now, but I guess in anime, any really personal and romantic like confession scene is like automatically in like the top 10. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Ooh, I'm like thinking so hard right now. I don't know.
Not sure. It could be like a romance movie too, or even like a romantic comedy movie, because I know those are pretty popular.
Could it be from a music video?
Yeah, it does.
So as like I recently mentioned before, I'm Armenian, and sometimes I'll like put on some like Armenian music and stuff. And one of them, it has love in it, but it's also like very funny. Homer in Johnny's, boy more into this kind of like that. I forget the name of it, but I know I watch it and I listen to it every year. It's so funny when you see the video because a rich man and his wife, they just got married, go back for their honeymoon to his hometown where like he was raised and stuff, and his wife is kind of having like she's not used to it, so she's like starting to get used to it and stuff, and a lot of funny things happen, and she's just like at one point she like steps in donkey poop and just like, oh my gosh, and she like faints and stuff, like
oh gosh.
But like it's interesting to see because you see how much just like their love kind of like grows a little bit more as like they leave and stuff, so yeah, it's just really cool.
Yeah.
I really can't think of anything because I'm not really into like romantic movies. Like I never really have been. The only like, and it's not even Valentine's Day themed, but the only like romantic scene that comes to mind right now is like the last episode and like the last few minutes of She-Ra.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I watched that. I gotta watch.
Oh, you do.
Oh.
You need to.
Such a
yeah,
good show.
So,
it's so
no spoilers, but for those who have seen it, y'all know what I'm talking about.
it's so good.
So,
Yeah.
I guess that, like I said, neither of us really like.
No,
like,
yeah,
like,
my answer's got to be about the same because, I honestly just, I really do not like rom-coms like whatsoever. I just don't find enjoyment in that. I think it's cringy and just
yeah,
not my cup of tea.
I've never found them all that funny.
I love that. Yeah, it's funny because Huey was talking about like anime confessions, and I am such a big stickler on like rating like certain anime confessions, and I think the best one so far was what is it, like Rascal Doesn't Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai or something like that. I'm probably messing up the title. I don't know if you're familiar at all with it. When he like runs out of the school building, like yelling her name and like I'm in love with you and all this stuff, and I'm like, dang, that's some guts right there. Like he's just like, spoiler, I should have put that there, but yeah, he was like making a total fool of himself, and I was just like, wow, that's love right there.
Dang, boy.
I know.
Love or very, very infatuated.
Yeah, either way, I can't remember how it went, but yeah, that was pretty much it. So, but that wraps up all of my questions for you all. Did you all have questions for me, or you want to ask one another?
This could be fun.
Oh god, keep them appropriate. Follow the rules.
Yes.
Nobody?
Is dried fruit like considered a candy or something?
Dried fruit? Yeah.
I consider that not candy, but just dried fruit. Honestly,
It's sweet enough.
Some people use it as a replacer for candy and sugar, like, or they like freeze like a bag of berries. I've heard people do that. In like, hey, I'm trying to get away from chocolate or sweets like that, so I just eat that instead.
Her dad's a type 1 diabetic.
Yeah.
So.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So like, yeah. I'd consider it like at least something sweet, but I wouldn't consider it a candy.
Yeah.
That personally, at least. But other people are free to have their own opinions.
Sounds good to me.
I was confused about that for a second. It's been just the candy aspect. I'm just like, yeah.
Too sure.
I know dried fruit has like a lot of sugar onto it, which is why like it's kept to preserve in like its package to like, keep it so dry.
Sure, yeah.
Am I explaining that right?
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
Sure.
Explaining that right?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Any?
Jen, how did you and your husband meet?
Oh, the story. Sure. So.
Valentine's Day.
Oh gosh. You're ready for this? Oh gosh, rolling up the sleeves. So I want to keep it very brief. But we met online through a website, like a dating website, back in 2015. We spent most of our summer together. He then got orders to go to like a military training for a couple months. And while he was away, that's when we kind of realized like we couldn't be apart from one another. So when I went down to go visit him, I was allowed to visit for like a short period of time. That's when he proposed to me and stuff. So and then the next year we got married and been married for 5 years, together for almost 7. So it's been a wild ride. Yeah.
Wow.
As long as
Yeah. It'll be 7 years for us in April.
May.
Yeah, we.
Nice.
Oh, springtime.
I was gonna say,
I
are
was
you telling?
thinking that there was like this big epic adventure story. I was so excited. Now I'm like looking at it, I'm like, man, that's kind of how me and my boyfriend met. It was like over this. It was over a DeviantArt back when it was popular.
Wow.
Wow, that's a blast from the past.
Wow.
I've been in Deviant for like since 2015, and it was like super popular.
Right. Yeah.
And I believe like a lot of people were active.
Sure.
Not really that active.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, which of us is telling our story?
Tell your story. Share.
I will give the shortened version just for sake of time.
Mhm.
I was like, one of you better start.
Huh?
I was like, one of you better start.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I could tell
It's
Bella
okay.
Into these two.
Basically, I was a freshman in college and she was a junior. We both took choir together, which is how we initially met. We had to take a shuttle for that to get up to the northern side of campus because it was separated. I was sitting on the shuttle waiting for it to go. She was running out of the building to get to said shuttle. There was a difference in the pavement and the grass about that much. Her foot went that way. She fell. I noticed that, and then she tried to get up, couldn't, and so me and the bus driver got off and helped her.
Oh.
She ended up breaking her ankle right there, but I helped her after that, helped her nurse her back to health, and then we just started dating after that.
Okay, that's so.
And here we are 7 years later and engaged. So yeah.
Congrats.
Not at first sight. Whoa.
We started again long before she had transitioned, so that was a bit hard.
Yeah.
I won't lie, that can be definitely hard for a lot of couples, but I came to realize I was never really as straight as I thought I was, so it's fine. And it's been a lot easier now, and we're okay.
Yay! We're so happy to have you on here. So just really, really grateful. Yay!
Yeah.
So excited. Alrighty, but we're going to go ahead and wrap up. So hopefully everyone enjoyed this Cosplay Tea Time episode where we talked about Valentine's Day. Let us know what you all thought in the comments. And maybe if you have questions for maybe next year or whenever we record again, we'd be glad to read them off. So as always, we'll see you next time and keep sipping away. So bye!